Well, kind of give you the Cliff Notes version. At a certain point in my life, I became dissatisfied with Christianity. I grew up in a Christian home, and a lot of it just didn't really quite square. And for a while, I became agnostic. And this was kind of apropos of nothing at the time. I studied Celtic culture simply because it's part of my cultural heritage. And kind of out of the blue, I had a dream about one of the Celtic gods, Cernunnos. He has stag horns. He's kind of the Lord of the Wilds, Lord of the Animals. And he came to me in a dream at a very relevant point in my life. It's kind of a private matter, but it was a very meaningful dream. It always stuck with me. And at the time, I just kind of associated it with an archetypal visitation, something from the subconscious. And as I said, I was agnostic at the time. And it was a couple of years before I kind of bumped into any materials about modern Wicca, modern paganism, and it was the first I had associated that you actually could worship the old gods in a modern context. And the more I got to reading about it, the more it made sense. Vis-a-vis, paganism does have a moral code, but most of it seems far less arbitrary to me. You don't have a lot of things that are sins just because. And I think that everyone that's religious in any way has wrestled from time to time with the question of evil in the world. I mean, it doesn't make logical sense that there's an all-benevolent God, but there's still evil in existence. Paganism, to me, handily kind of explains that insofar as our gods, first off, are not all powerful, and frankly, they're not all benevolent. They're very much like people, only writ large, far more powerful. Yeah, sometimes they can be kind of jerky. It's just kind of how it is. So, as a scheme for the universe, it just made far more sense to me.
So, I had a death in the family, and I was angry and lost and hurt, and so I just went looking, researching. I researched like Satanism, and because I was a teenager, and I researched Buddhism a little bit, and I found paganism, and I fell in love with it. So it's just awesome. I think it's awesome. I'm not very well versed, so I kind of study on my own time, do my own thing, and I love that I have that flexibility.
So it was just kind of an intuitive thing for you?
Yeah.
It just felt right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It kind of called out to me, and I love it. I love the fact that I can be airy-fairy and
arty-farty
and
bloodthirsty all at the same time.
Exactly. I can be a total bitch and a total hippie at the exact same time. It's awesome.
I've noticed too that she's found security in that. You know, she found something that helps with anything that if she has anxiety or anything going on, that this has helped calm that for her. She feels like she has something that she believes in, you know. So for that, I'm really glad, because she feels more safe and secure in the world. So yeah, that would be. Can we cover it? Yeah, I think so.
Honestly, I think I was first drawn to paganism, you're gonna laugh at me, in the 3rd grade. I was in an advanced writing class in the 3rd grade, and we studied all the myths, and I was like, wow, this like really makes sense to me. But you know, you're like, what, 8 in the 3rd grade? Right? You're like some stupid little kid, you don't know. So I'm like, wow, I wish like I could be like this, like a Roman dude, and like have all these great gods, because we were Catholic, and everything was a sin. Everything was bad for you. So as I got older and I got to be a teenager, I was like, man, Catholicism, it's not my thing. So then my dad's people were like Methodists, and that was not my thing. And Episcopalian and Lutheran, and I lived in Kansas for a while when I was a kid. So, I mean, you could find any brand of Christianity you wanted, and none of that was really clicking with me. I feel like, wow, I don't feel like I know God. Does God know me? Am I a person? Does he like even know? And then I just was stumbling across like some books in the library. I was all very secretive about it because I found them like in the library. I was like, oh my God, they have books, all this stuff in the library. And I started reading and just like meeting some people and be like, hi, I'm all shy. And geez, I've been pagan now. Oh my God, for 16 years.
Wow.
Oh my God, how trippy is that, right? You're like in kindergarten.
Wait.
So honestly, I guess the thing that really drew me to paganism is like you can know deity, you can know God, and God can know you. Like you can, seriously, you don't have to go to a priest who says, God thinks you're bad because you enjoy having sex, or you're a bad person because you think that other people have nice stuff. Like, it's like, okay, you're responsible with who you have sex with, do it. You like other people's stuff, don't steal it, but I mean, if you think it's nice, go ahead. It's not judgmental, and you can totally, like, I've had personal moving experiences with deity where I really feel the presence of God, which is something that I never felt as a Catholic. I never felt like God was like, hi, I'm God and this is who I am, and I actually like you, I know who you are. But I totally feel like that in paganism. That's all. I'm